Yep, this is the...
This could be my reception.
No, 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 this isn't it. This is, I'm, hasn't been decided yet, but I think this is gonna be probably for, like, detectives and SWAT unit.
Let me be the detective. Let me be the detective.
Okay, all right.
Receptionist.
You literally just got kidnapped and you were crying about it a bit ago, and now all of a sudden you see this desk and your tune's changed. All right. So can we just get in a circle? I'd like to know what the fuck just happened.
You know what, Chief? Me too.
Yeah.
Tilly?
I don't know how to tell you this.
Okay. Are we okay? We'll just walk this way.
Don't worry, we'll form the
All right.
circle around you.
So,
Okay.
all right. So it started with these individuals coming to the garage, right? I thought it was just some randoms. Lo and behold, my vehicle is now set on fire, not by them, just completely unrelated. And shortly after that, they asked for a USB. I said, okay, fine, I'll go check the armory. I started making my way to the armory when the individual with the black shirt and the chains held me up at gunpoint and said, I need a USB. I said, I can go check to see if there's a USB in the armory. And this bozo ended up locking himself in. So I just kind of assumed that he was, a little, you know what I'm saying?
A little what?
Well,
Not all there.
yeah, he might not have all been there, I figured he wasn't really the decision maker. So I let him back out. I went and grabbed a phone, let him know to put in the USB debug mode, and then they were off. Throughout that entire conversation, though, they randomly brought up your name, Tilly, and the receptionist, and that had me confused. That's why I gave you a call, asked if you're dead or not, because look, we get all kinds of threats and all kinds of leads. It doesn't mean it amounts to everything, right? Anything, right? Because if we start,
Well, what threat did you get, Mr. Knight?
well, there was no threat. They just wanted to look for you, and I just thought it was odd. So, seeing that they didn't kill you, I figured everything was all right. And then your situation happened. So fill me in. So what happened from your end?
So I got a call from somebody, and they said that they said that you had hired them on as a receptionist, and I said there's no fucking way you did that because I'm the only receptionist. And then they were like, nope, Mr. Knight hired me on. And I said he didn't do that shit. I know he didn't. And I said I'm the only receptionist in that bitch. And he was like, no, he did. And I was like, bet. And then some other words were spoken, and he said, you know what, let's settle this at the Vinewood Bowl. And so I was like, okay, let's go to the Vinewood Bowl. And so we went to the Vinewood Bowl, and then there was some guy there, and I didn't know who it was, and he was in a mask, and then he started being weird, and then his buddies pulled up, and then they pulled me to the side with a gun. They had me at gunpoint, Mr. Knight. At gunpoint.
Okay, but
Yeah, I
hold
didn't
on.
even see all that.
So wait, was that before they ran into you? Like, so you were gonna give her a ride, right? This is before they arrived. Oh,
No, she asked me for a ride, so I gave her a ride, and then like she said, the guy with the mask shows up, and he was just weird. I don't think he knew what the plan was, or he was just stalling or something. And then the rest of them showed up. The guy with I think there's a guy with all. They were all at the park. One of them was like the hoodie, and then the old dude, and then I think the guy with the black shirt. And they get out of their car, and they weren't like hostile at all or anything towards me or Tilly. And then one of them, was it the one that you were on the phone with?
yes.
He was like, "Hey, can we talk real quick?" They like walked behind like a little like I don't know, just like a random ass wall. And I talked to the other people, and we are just chilling. And then the guy in the white hoodie with the mask was like, "Hey, why don't you go stand over there with Syph, which was the dude that we originally talked to that had no idea what was going on." And then I was like, "Why?" And he was like, "Oh, you might just want to stand over there." I was like, "Okay, like we were talking for like 5 seconds, and while we're talking, one of them gets in an furnace and sets that guy on fire. that
Oh
was
my God.
stalling. Yeah, like the guy that was stalling for them to get there, they set him on fire and said that they were told to kill him. So I assumed they were gonna try and kill me too, and I just like was like, they didn't have guns or anything. And then he was like, you know what, dude, just get out of here. I was like, all right. So I just drove down and I called you. That's really all
Lone, thank you for
that
the 3
had to do with
months.
me.
Yeah. So my understanding is that the entire ordeal sort of stemmed from they received there's a street race that's taking place. I think they thought like I'd be afraid of bringing up my past about a stripper I mag dumped over in Mexico,
Oh,
and then proceeded to
that's
piss on.
What?
oh.
It's a whole thing. It's a kink thing.
You
It's why I go down to
interested?
Mexico occasionally.
Okay.
Yeah. I used to actually. I was when I was stationed over in Afghanistan, for training. It was very much frowned upon. You can't really get away with it in Vegas too much, but it's my way of getting my aggression out. You know.
Urination is your way
Gotcha.
of getting
Yeah.
your regression out, sir?
I'm sorry. No, not
urine-
urination. No. That's
Bag dumping strippers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Relevance. Yes, okay.
Now it's not
I will
intentional.
write
It's just
I
kind
will
of
note
where
that
it peaks out. Now I make sure to not hit any vital organs, so I've gotten pretty decent at it, and it is fully consensual, right? And you know,
which part is
the mag dump.
consensual? Are you talking about with your penis, sir, or is this are you
No,
talking
automatic
about with the
firearm.
gun? Okay. All right.
Relevance.
Well, it is very relevant.
I
because
don't- Okay.
Well, I mean, both are relevant. You can't just shoot someone without permission, right?
Mhm.
The whole thing about Mexico, I just didn't see the connection. But they brought that up, like
Yeah, I think they
specifically.
wanted to blackmail me on it. So I think what they were looking for was a USB with my photos. If they had mentioned that, I could have just gotten them the photos, but they didn't need to blackmail me anyways because I told them, like, we're not responding to a fucking street race.
Why would I have your photos? They asked me if I was your girlfriend, if I had your photos, and that
I
you
don't
gave me
know.
a
Just,
USB
it was
with the
just
photos.
bad intel. Bad intel.
Well, why would they say that, Mr. Knight?
Well, because I think the guy that was relaying the information probably didn't have all the info, right? That's why I was confused too. I didn't know what the fuck they meant by USB. I was very confused by that.
So what is on that USB so important that they held me up
There
with a gun?
was no USB. I have.
Then why would they
photos
do
of
that?
it.
I feel like you knew something because you sat there and you called me and you asked me if I was alive. Why would you call me and ask me if I was alive? If you didn't have any idea.
Because when a individual holds me up for a fucking blank USB, as far as I was aware, I'm gonna assume, and they bring up your name, and I'm gonna assume maybe they're gonna try the same thing with you, but you have less, police negotiation tactics, right?
Okay, I
Like-
agree with that.
So let me put it this way: we have been trained to de-escalate, but you have shown a pattern of only escalating.
I do not escalate. I do not escalate, Mr. Knight. I don't know what you're talking about. I feel like I'm very good at de-escalation.
You've been escalating this entire time. When
Ask Knox.
I honestly don't know if I was supposed to be involved in this at all. I feel like I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. I prefer if I didn't get roped back in, please.
Yeah, no, I think we're good now. I mean, like I
Yeah,
said,
I think it seems like it's over.
Oh,
I
it's
think
over.
they got what they were
Yeah.
looking for.
I just wanted. I was just kind of confused how the entire scenario. Wait, hold on a second. We missed a part. One of the guys that was with them, and I was like, "Didn't you apply to the PD?" He said no, and you're telling me they fucking murked him?
They set him on fire.
Like, why? Like, did they?
They said that they got told to kill him.
Oh my god!
Like they were doing it for someone, and they told them to kill that guy. Or he was like, he was like, yeah, they told us to throw you off the bridge or some shit like that, and then they ended up just burning him alive. But he
You okay?
didn't. I don't know. He ran away. He like caught fire and just ran it off.
Oh, so he's
Good, good,
alive.
good.
All right.
Well,
Well, Jesus.
I drove off, so I saw his number in Yellow Pages. I could give him a ring. Actually, he calls me all the time.
Yeah. Well, shit. All right. Well, I'm gonna get back out there, and yeah, that was interesting.
All right.
I'll be around
Pass the
Yep.
night.
second half of tomorrow. Yep. Yeah. What's up, ma'am? What's up?
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yes. Why would I be
You're
asking?
not hiring any other dispatchers or receptionists, are you?
No. You got baited.
Why would I get baited? Why would
You
they bait me
literally
with
got
that?
baited, thinking there
I
was
did not
another
get baited.
receptionist, and then he
I
got
did not
held
get
up.
baited. They clearly said your name. Okay, I feel like you set me up to this. Is this some kind of trap?
All right.
Some kind of trap?
12-hour suspension, Tilly. Yep. For accusing the chief.
Damn.
All right.
Gotta know your limits, Dilly.
Yeah.
Without basis.